You think how you treat yourself in here doesn't matter as long as you're acting the way that you want to on the outside? Wrong. Your self-talk is your entire command center. It is the difference between what you think is possible and what you're actually gonna experience on the other side of your dreams. All of those suspicions that you're fucking legendary. You are greatness incarnate. By the way, all of that is true. That suspicious hunch you have that deep down you're legendary and you're destined for incredibly huge things, let me just tell you, that is true. I had that suspicion for my entire life. I knew that one day, Court, you're gonna pop the fuck off and you're gonna be the woman who brings manifestation to the motherfucking masses. You're gonna be the Brene Brown of manifestation. You know how when people think of vulnerability, they think of Brene Brown? When people think of manifestation, I said, baby, they're gonna think of Courtney Cho. That's the self-talk, okay, that I had when I had 700 followers on Instagram before I started TikTok this January. Do you think I would have 100,000 followers 3 months later if I hadn't been speaking to myself all of 2024 when I was in that void, telling myself, Courtney, you're gonna be legendary. You are gonna be world renowned for how you're taking what you've learned, translating it for people who just wanna know, how the fuck does manifestation work? I just remember feeling some tension with manifestation. I'm like, this shit feels so fucking fluffy. Everyone's like, just trust. Like, no, how the fuck does it work? And also report to me from inside the battlefield, not after you've made your millions and you're like, so here's how I did it. It's like, is that really how you did it though? Or did daddy write you a check that you're not talking about? Anyway, the amphibian test. Basically, Tom Cruise is so delusional and insane. Like, that man is, I think that man is like not well. But he literally trained himself to hold his breath underwater for something like 6 minutes. But it's something that's technically like longer than a human being should technically be able to hold their breath. Okay, so delusion isn't irrational in that case. It's mechanical. And you think he got there by thinking, oh, there's limits to me. No. If you're delusional enough, in other words, you can literally become an amphibian, okay? It's semantics. I'm not literally, but you know what I'm saying, okay? So Chad from Ohio, you get what I'm saying. Don't misunderstand me on purpose. But like, he's doing insane shit. How? His mind. What he thinks is possible for himself. The legend that he believes himself to be. We're not gonna talk about the Scientology part. So what do? You